screen. Hey guys, like, share, and subscribe. Where are we? What are we doing? Well, it's quite simple. We're at one of the very best lofts in Belgium. And as I say this, they're matching twinsies. They've got these great new shirts on. They're really doing the part. But boy, oh boy, they kick ass and take names. They really hurt the competition. And I will tell you something. If you want to see super pigeons, you have to come to this loft. It's totally worth the drive. When you handle the pigeons, the oil, the silkiness, you name it, their birds have it. But they're not just beautiful. They just win. And they keep winning, and they keep winning. So, on that note, I've pre-recorded this. That way, we don't all complain. See, I'm helping you guys, which is great. So, on that note, I'm going to bring it to the one and only Bosmans and Leekens. There you guys are. Take a look.
Yes.
How are you feeling now?
Looking good after the summer.
You're not looking good, you're looking fantastic.
Of course, if you have a season like this.
a season like this.
Yeah, that's good.
And guys, wait a minute. Think about this. What does that mean? A season like this. That the way you said that was exactly how it is. Maybe unbelievable. Is this one of your best seasons ever?
I think so.
You
Yes.
think? Or you
We
don't?
never we never had 111 first prizes in one season. So it's including doubles, of course. But yeah.
But remember, let people clean your ears. You didn't mishear that. 111 first prizes.
Yeah.
Now equal first as well, as you say.
Yeah.
Why was it so successful?
We started from the beginning. The pigeons were in top condition, and the results they are directly, and every time they were better and better.
So right from the word go, just boom. Young birds the same as old.
Same. We had 46 races. We won the first prize. 46 different races. So young birds, old birds, yearling birds, directly from the beginning. Also the young birds directly from the beginning. First. Oh, every week by week. Then sometimes you say you're laughing with the other people, but that's not true. If they come here, they are here, so they win it. So that means that they are in a perfect condition. That means that they are well trained and well bred, of course. We have an old family that's even better now. When we sold our old birds in 23, we have a lot of young breeders, and it's new, fresh blood, new, fresh, old blood.
New, fresh, old blood.
Yeah. And I think that's very important in your breeding love to bring sometimes young birds inside. And this is what happened in 23. Because, okay, we have maybe one or two from 22, and we bought some birds as well. They are older, but not so much. But the majority of the birds is very young. And I think that's the key to success, a good young breeding loft. Sometimes you see also other people, they auction their birds, and then they start again, and even better.
Yes.
So this is also what happened because of those young breeders, I think.
And you did this, and it's like you didn't miss a beat. You missed maybe a season to fly,
Yes,
but you didn't.
Yeah. We went directly. We went with young birds in 23. Only with young birds. We had only a few, and okay, we were happy that the birds arrived safely in China. That was already a big problem that time. Will they arrive safely? Because if they don't arrive safely and they die during transport, you have to give the money back.
Yeah.
That was also something. And
a lot of pressure,
Yeah, and it's a pressure. So, okay, then we went here and there. We go and look at arrival from other birds, but that's not pigeon racing. You have to do it yourself.
Yeah, so you really enjoyed playing them yourself.
Yeah.
Did you change anything this year on your system?
No.
Same.
Same system like all the years.
Same system.
Yeah.
And the pigeons it's the quality.
Yeah.
For people wondering, the family base of your pigeons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Describe it. What is it? What's the base? How does it?
It's 4 families.
4
We
families.
have the old grizzle, look, the grizzle line. That's a Schellens bird, Louis Deleuze Schellens, Paul Seamus. That's the original of that bird. But Karel Schellens is very famous here in Belgium. It was one of the best lofts in Belgium. And also Louis Deleuze was famous. And that's the old basic line. And this old grizzle cock, we still have this year a granddaughter winning the first national from Bush against more than 12,927 birds, old and yearling. We won first national. Grandchild direct from that old breeding cock, Looky Look. And then we have the Olympic triple. That was a bird from Etienne Stasse. I bought in the year that he won first provincial 2 times in a row. And he went to the Olympiade and he was provincial ace pigeon. That's why we called him triple ace. But that was a very good bird. Afterwards we sold it to China, but we had 23 children or something in the breeding loft. And then we sold it. And then we have the Cannibal family. That is also super family from Dirk van Dijk. But we had, I had in the early days, I had a direct son and direct daughter from the Cannibal.
Wow.
And the offspring was super, and still now that you find it.
Were the offspring directly off of that super, or did it skip a generation?
No, a generation.
And for people watching, why does that happen? Why is it skip generations?
Because we didn't raise the direct youngsters because they were too value. I wanted to build a family, and if you want to build a family, you can better breed directly youngsters and put them in the breeding loft. And then the year after you breed grandchildren. And then you see directly if it works or not. Okay. So for instance, I coupled in my place that time 24 or 23 youngsters from Looky Look against the 23 from Olympic Triple. And immediately they were good. Wow. So then you know that this is a match. Then right. It's okay, but you must do it that way. One family against the other, brothers and sisters. If you have only 4 and 4, it's also good. But then you have 4 pairs, and you can breed 12 youngsters. Then you have already 48 youngsters, eh?
Yeah.
And you can test them, and you see directly if it's good. If they win directly, then it's a hit.
Yeah. So, and guys, as Dirk says, you put 23 and 23 together. If you don't have that, you have 3 pair or 4 pair, you can do the same. So don't get overly worked up on the numbers.
No. That's why I tell you that.
Yeah.
And then we have the 4th family after the Cannibal. That's the black family. And the black family is coming from a very old string, from the Panther string, from Theo Gilbert.
Okay.
And Theo Gilbert had those Panthers, and Raoul Verstraete, you know him, Raoul Verstraete, he bought those birds from that Panther when Theo Gilbert died, and he bought the Rapido and the Panther, the Black Panther.
Black Panther, yeah.
That's the same family as, and that's also the same family as Jos Verkammer has.
Okay.
Because the children were sold to one side to Jos Verkammer and one side to Alphonse Slaats.
Mm-hmm.
He had his good Panther hen, and we bought a granddaughter of that hen, that Panther hen from Slaats in an auction, and that still inside. I showed you last year the old hen. The black mama.
Black mama, that's right.
But the black mama is already mother of the Olympiade bird, the Olympic Nina, is already grandmother of the first national OT, but also grandmother of the first ace pigeon in China. We have already in that family 2 ace pigeons. This year again a black one. Also from the same family, a grandchild from the black mama. She won 8, 12 and 16 against 10,000 in Mongolia. So they are now, it's back in the loft. So that also pure black family. They're doing very well, the black family. And now I'm trying to breed some more from these black ones. And okay, try to go back to these grizzles as well. But that's more difficult to breed grizzles.
Why is this?
Because you need a grizzle to breed a grizzle. You don't need a black one to breed a black one. Sometimes it skips generations, and you can, after 2 generations, you can still have a black one. And that's the same bloodline. The bloodlines goes with the family. But the grizzle, once a grizzle, and you take out a checker out of a grizzle or a blue one, you will never breed a grizzle anymore. Never. That's finished. Stopped.
Yeah, so it's hard for you to keep this going.
And this bloodline stopped there. Okay. If you have a grizzle, and you breed a grizzle, you still have that bloodline. And it's really crazy, but the black ones, it comes back.
So out of the 4 families, which one is the best, or they're all equal in their own ways?
I think they are equal. I told you before, when we go to races, sometimes you have this kind of weather, of that kind of weather, of that kind of speed, this kind of it's always different. And you have, when you have from several families, 4 families, there's always something that comes. You understand?
That's right. You,
Yeah.
you try and cover the bases.
Yeah. That's why we do that with 4 families.
And we put together a nice, small, very nice auction.
Mhm.
Very top, good
Mhm.
quality, super quality pigeons.
Mhm.
We looked at them. I came here.
Mhm.
We selected together, picked the pigeons that we like.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think your family is so loaded. If they're direct children or grandchildren, is there a difference in this family, or will it all click the same? What do you think?
I think you can pair them up because that's coming from 4 sides. So, okay, sometimes there is a cousin with a hen, with a niece,
Yeah.
niece, nephew, niece. But that's not a problem anymore because there are already some other bloodlines inside. Huh? Okay, if you going to keep 2 from the same families, you have to be a little bit carefully. I don't like it so much, from 2 from the same family against each other. I prefer from these families to cross them with each other, and then it will be no problem.
Be no problem. So, guys, we hope you like our selection. Every time I come here, it's always top. The birds that you bring out are mind blowing, and again, results. I think this is the key. I mean, we talk about it. Hey, we talked about it there in the loft about the hen, your top hen, racing hen. We handled her. She's almost perfect, but not perfect.
Yeah.
And what did you say? She's a racing type. This isn't for beauty. This isn't a beauty pageant. And you say, yeah, I'm taking her to the breeding loft. I can adjust her flaws, but she's a super racer.
Yeah, she has it here.
She has it here, and that's what you're looking for. That's the most important, isn't it?
The most important thing is to come home the fastest way. Eh?
Right.
They have to be able to. Every bird can fly hard. When there's a backwind, they can fly 120 kilometers an hour. Every bird can fly that, but
Yes.
the shortest way, that's the most important thing. And that's why you have to breed sometimes from good birds. Again, bring those super racers in your families. Again, okay, you can breed a wonderful blue cock, and you bring it in a breeding loft. It's coming from perfect birds, but you don't know anything about that bird. But when you have that kind of blood and that kind of bird, and you can put a hen against that bird, what has 3 or 4 first prizes, then I think it's going to work as well.
Well,
The genes go on.
The genes go on, yes. And I think you're a real master. You guys are both masters at pigeons. You think you're a better breeder or a better racer? What do you think?
Listen, it's easier when you breed good birds. When you can follow the policy of breeding, try to breed a good bird, and it's Mark's job to train those birds and to set them in the program and to raise those birds. Okay,
Well,
we do it together.
You do it. You got a hell of a
together. Yeah, but
great compliment.
we don't. I don't need to tell him something.
No. I think I find you guys are very in sync.
Mm-hmm.
I feel always the in sync energy.
We talk about everything, and during the season sometimes I call him 5 times a day.
Yeah.
When he's not sure, he always calls me. When I'm not sure, when we have a bad weekend, I cannot sleep anymore. Eh? He also cannot sleep anymore. Eh? And the day after, very early in the morning, we will call. What is happening? But what was happened? Eh? We should do something. Eh?
Yeah. When you're racing, and we're going to get to these auction birds, but I wanted to give a little something here. When you're racing, how often do you do something drastic and change? Do you ever do this?
No, we don't do it.
Do you think this is a bad thing? Because I know there's some people, you hear them, they're doing this, and then all of a sudden they do because it's not working, they do a drastic big change.
No.
Then that doesn't work, they do a drastic big change.
No, we stay always in the same line. We keep the program we have, and if you have a bad result, best thing you can do is take a week off. and look what's happening. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Bring it back. Look how they're training. Go to the vet. When there is something, or there is something on the pigeon. If there is nothing on the pigeon, it's maybe the best to keep them a week at home. Give the hen to the give them the partner, the hen to the cock, and the cock to the hen. How you raise them. Leave them a night, overnight together, and then you go next week. You go back to the race, and most of the time it's good. But you have to be patient sometimes.
Yeah, don't start changing.
No, but you cannot control the transport. You cannot control what somebody else do with your birds. That's the biggest problem. What they do with your birds.
100%.
We have our best hens. You saw it last time you saw the first national bush.
Mm-hmm.
It was broken.
Yeah, broken keel.
It came back with completely broken. After it came 2 times. First was a little bit, but second time it was real broken. And we kept it 5 weeks in the loft, and then the 6th week we went to the semi-national race, and she was already in the front. And then 2 weeks after she won the first national with broken. But the same race, 2 of our old hens also came back with a bubble like this on the breast from smacking to the ground. When they release the birds, they smack to the ground because they are too much.
Too much.
And maybe some wind from above, so also crack the bone. But this is happening during transport. You cannot do anything about that.
No.
It's got nothing to do with good or bad.
And that's true. Hey, I think they're ready.
Okay.
Shall we show them?
Yes.
Guys, you're looking at the auction of Bosmans and Leekens. We are going to bring up the lot number 1. I got double camera, so let me do this. Here we go. Hey, the last 3 numbers are the 349. What a super blue grizzle cock.
It's a nice one.
Tell me about him.
The father is the Fast Mats van Mark van Brabant. And it goes back to the old bloodline from Willy Steenaars and Roger Engelen. Willy Steenaars has the most of the cannibal birds and DiCaprio and things, birds like that. And Roger Engelen is a real top racer in Belgium, and he lives in Antwerp. He was national champion, national ace pigeon. And this is from his basic breeding loft. But this father won 6 times first. And he was fastest from first of 2,364. He won first, so 6 times first. And this father, he's already father from the 23 national ace pigeon KBDB middle distance. And there are already a few birds in our loft doing very well from this Fast Mats. But himself, he won 6 times first. And the mother is Grizzle Lucky Milton, and that's all my best old Grizzle line or middle distance lines are inside, the very old ones. You see, there's also Milton inside. Milton was one of the best birds I ever had in As, where I raced before. I raced with Mark, and of course Lucky Luke. That was the basic breeder, and then Vaya con Dios was also a super Grizzle hen. Cannibal, Dirk van Degen side, Black Mama and the Panther, of course, but also Prosrose. So all the old lines inside, the old lines before the years 90, the Millies, you understand, these years, but it's still inside, that old bloodline.
What an absolute super this blue grizzle cock is. You guys will not be disappointed. Beautiful length, beautiful nice muscle, soft silky feathers, but you can see, as we get to select them, the intelligence. A very nice way when you come here to select the pigeons. You get to go to the loft, pick the pigeons out you like, and bring them, look at them, see what they're out of, see how it all works together. But this cock here, I think he's top quality.
It's nice.
Yeah, he's beautiful. And the feathers, the length, the back, the body, the muscles, the vents.
You will breed nice youngsters with that bird.
Yeah.
For sure they will be nice. If they are stupid, I don't know. If they are clever, I also don't know. But they will be nice.
And it's fun. You feel these pigeons; they'll feel like all your pigeons. It's a whole family here. You can really feel it.
Yeah.
So that is our lot number 1. Again, where do you guys go? Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. All bids are in Canadian dollars. That's right. All bids are in Canadian dollars. And you guys are with a loft that produces nothing but winners. And not only, hey, hold on. Not only winners you produce for yourselves, But before we move on to lot number 2, the beautiful black checker cock, pied cock.
It's beauty,
But
yeah.
people get your pigeons, and what do they do with them?
I don't know what they do.
Come on. Hey, in Malta, in the UK, what are they doing?
I know they are very good. I'm not overreacting because they think I'm bluffing, but that's not true. You're not bluffing. In Malta, they have the best hen with Charlie Attard. He won first national, and then that bird won 5 times in the first 50 nationals. So super bird. In China, they do really top, but really top with those black ones. And last summer I saw also a grizzle bird from our Lucky Look line. He won the first in Moledo race, 9 minutes lead on the runner-up. 9 minutes lead. I saw it on the Facebook, and they sent me also that video. It was a bird from William Donaghy, and it was bred by Millisloft. Millisloft has those grizzles.
Yes.
That's coming from our Lucky Look. So Lucky Look does super in England. The black ones, they do super in China. And the Van Brabants, they do super in Malta. So we have a lot of references from these birds.
Yeah,
Good references.
and you know what's great? You're not playing with the pigeons.
Mm-hmm.
The other people play,
Yeah.
and they adapt to other people's style. These are super pigeons. This is why we're here, because history does repeat itself. We're going to move on to the black checker pied cock. These are the black ones, as they say. Let's take a look. Tell me about them.
This is a son of the national pair. National pair is OT. She won first national Châteauroux against 15,000 young birds. And the father is Triple Boss. He won the first national Guiret against almost 13,000 yearlings. Both KBDB races. This couple moved over to China. Direct child was last year. First ace pigeon in the Pioneer Club. And year before, there was also from the same family, also the ace pigeon in the Pioneer Club.
Hey, back-to-back years of Pioneer Club. And for people who don't know, Pioneer Club was like the who's who.
That's really the best.
The who's who of pigeon racing, eh?
They had a problem there with the money. The guy went off with the money, and it's closed. But it was a fantastic, beautiful club. And now they're racing this year another club, and they're racing also in Mongolia. And now a black one. Like I told you, won already 8, number 10 and number 16 against 10. First started with 14,000, third race 10,000, so 3 times in the front of the race, and they of course they took it back to their loft themselves. They didn't sold these birds, but win already a lot of money in those races.
Hey, these are the pigeons that will find a way to get to the top. History repeats itself. It's a cliche saying. You hear me say it, but guys, we're at a loft like this, and the lofts we go and visit, they keep producing super results for themselves, but for others. And you know what? You should feel good. It's just, that's the safety. This is why we come and select these kinds of pigeons, because we want you to have success. There's nothing better. You win the races here, it's great. But isn't it great when you find out in Malta, in Mongolia? It's an amazing feeling to be able to produce for other people.
I would like to have some in the States and in Canada, some super birds with our names on it. So then the circle is round.
The circle is, you need the North American market now. And here's something.
Yeah.
These in North America, it's all hype about one loft racing. I know it's not your biggest, probably your favorite thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can these birds do it?
Of course they can do the one loft racing. Why not? Why not? They do the one-loft races in Mongolia. Those are one-loft races.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Even though you're not a big fan of them, these birds should be able to handle this like nothing.
Of course they can do that, because what's the problem in these one-loft races, and especially in these big club races where they compete the one-loft race? That's 4 times 500 kilometers in 20 days, and that's the most important thing, that they can handle that, and those birds can do 4 times 500 kilometers.
And just for you guys wondering, for you Americans or Canadians, your one loft races are set up every 7 days, a 100 kilometer or a 200 kilometer, and then a 300 kilometer, then they wait 400, whatever. At Pioneer Club, where you dominated, where your birds dominated, it was 20 days, every 5 days, 500 kilometers.
500, 550, 520, around that, always.
And you've seen the pigeons, you were there, you experienced it. What is it like?
when you see those birds, that's unbelievable how they train those birds. Between those races, they drive themselves 300 kilometers.
So buyers, it's okay. You can try these birds because it's not going to be any race that you send them to. It's not going to be like Pioneer Club.
No, never.
They can go to Africa Pro. You can send them wherever you want. You can send them to the Hoosier. You can send them to the Florida Pigeon Derby. These are the pigeons, though, that can find a way to beat 10,000 pigeons. They get to the top, and that's what you're looking for. The bodies are great. The feather quality is great. But the thing that they have is a pedigree that's loaded, and they all got the smarts between their ears. And that's the difference. Now, we move on to lot number 3. The beautiful blue grizzle hen. Man, I'm telling you, I really picked some nice ones, eh?
Also nice crossing, eh? The one from Van Brabant, the one we bring into, that's our 5th family, eh? Now, since 2 years, eh? And they're doing great, they're doing really great. The crossing this year was one of our best yearling birds, cocks. It's a crossing with Van Brabant, with our birds. And this is one from the big winner, 886. He won also first against 4,674, fastest. And he won 4th from 1100, 4th from 1400, 7th from 1400, 8th from 1700. So also bloodlines Rogier Engelen, Steenaars Willy, and an original Mike van Brabant. And you see, of course, the color is coming again from the best breeding lines from our old Lucky Look lines. Still doing good.
Take a look. You see all your pigeons, eh? You have that look, that intelligence, eh? They stand out, they pop. She's not a big hen. She's great muscles. Vents are tight. Back is strong. Feathers are literally perfect, painted on. Quality. And again, another different family. So this is a little more faster pigeon.
These are faster pigeons, but they cross really good. And you see so much lofts that they do. They buy those speed birds to make them a little faster because it's going faster and faster and faster and faster. Not only in Belgium, but everywhere around the world. They make them faster, and then you need those fast birds. But you have to select them. It's not so easy to bring them in.
And the other thing is, you tried these speed birds yourself, and you took them further and further.
We took them to Bush National. The Marco won 3 times very early national on the Bush races. So.
And these birds before this never played those distances.
Never.
So. Good pickup, I think.
Yeah, they were.
What gave you the confidence? What gave you the confidence when you brought those speed pigeons in to take them further?
If you see the background of those birds, the pedigree, then you see Rogier Engelen. Rogier Engelen, his birds can easily fly 500-600. So what's the problem? Well, Willy Steenaars, that X came from Willy Steenaars, and Willy has those middle distance racers. So why? What's wrong? The grandparents are middle distance national races, but these birds were only raced till 200 kilometers with Mike van Brabant. That was his choice to do that, and he likes to do the widowhood, but only with widowhood cocks. But you know, when you race with the hens, that's another system. That's you can go much further. But also with cocks, and if they are calm, they can do that. We now, Mark told us, Mark van Brabant, when we bought those birds, don't go farther to the national race. They don't come back anymore. Yes. They come first, eh?
They come first.
Yeah.
And hey, but right there though is a partnership that's discussing it.
Yeah.
One says no, one says yes, but hey, you try it, you work it out.
Yeah.
Good idea, eh, Mark?
But we cross it with our birds, and that's the most important thing.
You cross.
Yeah.
So you know these birds will cross with speed birds.
Yeah.
These birds.
They will come. Okay, maybe some of them will not come, but when you keep them together, of course you can win those short races in the beginning of the season. First weekend we won already direct in the big game. First prize. It was 100% from Mike van Brabant. But it's a nice starter, eh?
Yeah.
To start the first race at Chak, eh?
On the top.
On the top, eh? With another family, and then the other ones also came, and then when you go to 300, then the other ones will take over.
And this is what you say. You build it up, so you try and have everything covered. Guys, Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. Where do you guys go to bid? You guys know where to go. Take a look at this. I know your mouths are watering. I'm going to turn it over to our next lot number 4. This is an absolute gorgeous hen, the 317. Yes, you're going to see her. She's going to look right through you. So sit back, buckle up, wipe the drool off your mouth, because guess what? Dirk's going to give you the show. Are you ready, Dirk?
Yes, of course.
Take her away. She look at this, eh? No, hey, listen. You can't buy them now, eh? I picked them. No. Take it away, Dirk. Look at this hen.
No, that's nice. It looked like the grandmother, like Ellie. Ellie was fantastic hen, eh? Also in China now. And she was Olympiad bird, but her results were very top. She won first interprovincial Cahors, second national. She was second was best pigeon. She was Olympic pigeon. She was provincial ace pigeon, the grandmother. Super hen, really. Also, Marc Paulin bought one, a daughter from Ellie, and bring it in to his birds. And he wrote me last winter that he has a top bird from that couple. Now he's going to sell those birds, all Marc Paulin, because they stole already a thing and the papa's dead.
Yeah.
And they're going to do an auction and it will be inside that bird.
So they have the Paulins for you guys that follow our channel. That's right. Yeah.
Paulin. Yeah. And this is it. So the both grandparents are Olympic birds, Olympiad birds. That's Olympic Surprise and Olympic Ellie. And the father is the son of Vince the Prince, and that was probably one of the best cocks we ever had in this loft here. Vince the Prince was 2 times first provincial winner. He was 6th national. He was 10th national ace pigeon, first provincial ace pigeon. So Vince the Prince with silver, and that was a top hand also in our loft. Won first provincial, 4th national Tulle, 666 kilometer. She won second provincial Jain, it's Orleans, it's 400 kilometer. She won the short distance races. So that was an all-round bird, that pair. And we paired her up against each other, and they're doing well.
It sure sounds like it.
It's
the qualities here.
Olympic triple against the Ellie and the.
Sometimes I tell people to read between the lines. Forget looking at this pigeon. If you listen, just close your eyes and listen to what Dirk is saying. Your odds of hitting the mountain with gold is right here. You can do it. You don't have to worry. Now, we're coming up to the last bird in the sale. Okay, I think this is the best one in the sale. This is the lot number 6.
Little baby.
Little baby. We want to end her on a big note, and maybe the smallest, but the biggest. This is something special. A lot of controversy with this pigeon. We went up and down and around and around. She was picked out of the aviary. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. But what do we call her? The little baby, eh?
Yes, I had an argument with the boss here, your pigeon boss. He said, maybe she's too little. I said, it's not a problem, Ryan. You leave her here and you can choose another one. And then I told him I will bring this hen to our breeding loft.
See that, guys? You see the pressure that I'm under? Do you see that? That's
not,
pressure.
It's not a pressure. She's a little one, and she's exactly as big as that national ace pigeon last year in China. And that was a very small blue-white pie hen, and this is a black-white pie, because the mother is also coming from a sister, so for pair number 1, so the mother is a sister from OT, First National, and the father is a son of Olympic Nina. And it's the same family, it's inbred family, this black family, to those panthers, those little panthers. But she's small, but I like her very much. She's got everything. She's, I think, very intelligent. And just to put the mistakes away, I will give her, if it was mine, a bigger cock, and then it's okay.
She's a super nice hen. She's got the feathers. We picked her out of the aviary. I remember it was the one we just looked at, and I said, this one's got a look.
She's very clever. Huh?
Yeah, and we talked about it over there when we looked at a couple others today. We went back and forth, and I said, and you said, don't change your pick. Stick with the first one. And this is what we're going to do. Because you know what? We picked it. It's a good feeling. I like it. I think the quality is top. And it's funny. We look at the Pioneer Club. Same. They almost look identical. Just a blue. There's almost the same markings.
It's black white, but it's nice. It's real nice. And I'm sure that the one who buys this bird will be very happy because it's very nice. And there's a word that says the little ones are not made to jump in the big ones' asses. You understand?
Okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
She's not big, but she's got everything 100%.
Hey, and that's what we're looking for. Pedigree,
If
body,
you have,
everything.
if you are small and you have a big belly, that's not good. If you are small and you have a big head, that's not good. Everything is just right.
She fits to her size.
Yeah.
Everything's proportioned right.
Pedigree is perfect.
Pedigree is perfect, guys. Maybe this is the bird of the sale. Hey, that's up to you. There's 5 super lots. I have one more question.
Mm-hmm.
We go, people talk about great feather, super feather.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say, oh, my feather's always dry. My feather's always dry. When I come to lofts like this, certain lofts, none of the pigeons have dry feather. The lofts I find that are at the top of the game. How do you get such great feather, or is it in the pigeons?
It's in the pigeons. We select them. When we select them together, sometimes said Mark is not good. Take it out. You can feel that.
Is soft silky feather very important?
I think it's very important.
And when you go, and I'm saying you travel around all throughout this country of Belgium, and I'm sure you handle pigeons that don't have super feather. Do you handle that?
But I don't keep them. I don't want them.
So you're looking for the super feather. You need to have super feather.
I think to fly, it has to be soft. It has to be silky. It has to be oily. Of course, they fly with their feathers. They must be. It's like a chain on the bicycle. If there's not oil, you don't win the race. Sure.
Correct.
It's top material. You can maybe not compare it like that, but I like this kind of feathers. Must be silky. They must be going through the air. They must fly. They must fly a long time. And I think when you race 100 kilometer, then it's not a big problem to have birds with little bit
a little drier feather.
I don't like it. I really don't like it.
No, you're looking for the whole package.
Yes, why not?
You might as well unturn every stone.
Yeah.
Why have dry feather?
Yeah.
You raise your game in your selection. I want to thank you guys very much for giving us another opportunity. Every time I come, it's great. I gain a little bit of weight every time I come here from the pies and the cakes. They're great as well. And you should open a bakery. You should. If you guys ever come here, you're going to eat good. Don't bring Dirk any pies or cakes because he gets a little bit offended, and I get that, and that's okay. But I want you guys to have another great season. I'm sure you will.
Hope so.
What are you going to shoot for this year?
My dream is a national ace pigeon.
Do you think you can do it?
We're working on it.
Yeah?
I don't know if we're going to do it, but you have to be lucky for that. You have to have a good season. You have to be the birds must be healthy. The races must be good. You must be in a good position. You must have everything. You need the weather. Of course, you need the good pigeons. But sometimes you have one race too short, and the last one not comes anymore. You understand? And then there's something wrong, and then there's this and that. You have to be a little bit lucky. But for sure, you have to have good pigeons. And this is one of our dreams.
Okay, you're
national ace pigeon.
you're
Rick had it last year. It was his dream and Jan Herman's dream to have a national ace pigeon. He won it last year. And believe me, that was something wrong in his body when it happens. Wrong. There was something moving.
It takes over you.
Yeah, it takes over you.
I can see it in you now, talking about this. A very good feeling.
Yeah, that feeling was unbelievable.
You see, one of your very good friends wins it, and I can see in you almost as if he's won it.
Yeah, but it was true. We were very happy that he won it, and that's for me, in my eyes, it's the national wins. Okay, that's beautiful. We had 6. It was fantastic to win the 6th. The bush, we that was on our list, national bush. We won it almost a few times. That 3rd, 4th. We won, but the first, okay, that's a dream. But that first national ace pigeon, let's hope.
I think you can get
before I die.
Are you planning on dying anytime soon?
No. But
okay. Well, don't do that. I would slow down on the cakes. Anyways, guys, this is Bosmans and Leekens, Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. I'm going to rotate the camera over, and what am I going to say here? Guys, it's always a pleasure to work with them. They are world-class people, okay? They put their pants on the same way you do. They're passionate about their pigeons. They're complete doctors of pigeon racing, breeding. They win, and they want you to win. So, do your homework and take a look. Look at the track record. All they do is win. You're going to get there too. Trust in these pigeons as I do. Everyone has been selected in a positive way. There's nothing here you won't be happy with. If you're not happy, we would love to know, but you're not going to be. They are that nice. I'm shaking, because of the nerves. Great honor to represent these two super pigeon men. Will they win it? Take a look at the track record. In Belgium, they're feared. You know why. You hear it. They ground them and pound them. They're going to kick some ass, and they will win it, because history repeats itself. I'm Ryan, Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. That was Bosmans and Leekens. Do your homework now. And don't snooze on this one, because you will lose. There's going to be 5, and I mean 5, super happy bidders. Good luck, guys. Thanks for flying with me. Bye for now.